Good morning, welcome to Murphy's Law Garage. Today I have my best buddy here, Seth Savin. We've got his Mustang that you just saw some B-roll for, and we're going to be installing a really badass STEEDA Swaybar kit with adjustable end links and some Billet shiny goodness. Let me grab the camera, y'all come take a look at this. Would you like to say a few words, Seth?
Merry Christmas.
I like the mullet. All right, so I figured we'd start this. Seth, you want to do the honors? What we got in that shiny box from STEEDA?
It looks like you just sent a bunch of bolts.
Oh, dang, just a bunch of bolts. Oh, what is that? That's pretty, oh. What is that? Is that billet? Is that urethane bushings? Is this wildly overkill to hold a sway bar to a Mustang? Yes, and we love it. Don't we love it, Seth?
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
All right, let's take a look at the sway bar thingy. The thing that stops the sway. Ooh, you pull it out of there, Seth. A little heavy, huh?
A couple curls.
What else we got in that box? Adjustable sway bar links. Now that's race car. All right, so the Mustang that you saw the B-roll for is daily driven by Seth here back and forth to work. Tried to convince him to like buy a Corolla or some bull and drive that back and forth to work, but fuel economy is for suckers.
I believe in miles per gallon.
That's right. So we've done a ton of work to that Mustang. There's pictures up on the Facebook of all of the parts we put in. Unfortunately, no video, but I'm gonna show you all as best we can of the car today. We've got all kinds of goodies to lock out the rear IRS because it is an IRS car. The heavy sway bar that we have right here, the idea is to get it to act more like a solid rear axle car, an SRA car, by forcing both wheels to move more in tune with each other, to move at the same time, rather than allowing the car to do a lot of rolling onto one wheel or another, which would give you your crazy Ivans, as some people call it, where the car skids side to side going down the track. So let's get you set up. We're gonna jack up the back of the car, and we're gonna take a peek underneath there, try to see if we can remember the names of all of the things that we replaced underneath the car. We're gonna point them to you, show you all the shiny billet, and then we're gonna install this sway bar. Come with us. All right. In all seriousness, let's get this car jacked up. Oh, did y'all meet the shop dog? Come see Shop Dog. Come see Shop Dog. This is Eva, i.e. Princess Twinkle Toes. You'll see her skidding in and out of the frames as we shoot. Say hi, Eva. Say hi. Yeah. All right, let's get this done. Alright y'all, here we are under the car. It's going to be kind of hard to point some of these things out. For right here are the subframe mount bushings. And we've got the STEEDA full lockout kit for those. And then right here, you can see the STEEDA subframe brace. And that's on both sides. Well, all of this is on both sides. That stiffens up the cradle. In here, we've got the STEEDA drag springs. If you look up right here, right there, up here you can see the subframe 2 body lockouts. Then we have the STEEDA adjustable shocks. We'll come in over here. We have the STEEDA adjustable camber arms, I believe these are, lower control, whatever. And then if we come around, we have the STEEDA Billet upper link. We basically have every billet part that STEEDA offers for the rear end of this car now. So, next thing we got to do is get this sway bar out of here and get some shiny billet and urethane put in these positions. We'll get this pulled out on time lapse, and then we'll hold them side by side so you can see the difference. Hold on, we forgot another shiny piece of billet. We're up here at the top of the strut, and here is the STEEDA billet upper strut mount, and you can see the adjustment nuts up here. All the billet, you hear me? Alright, Seth, let's talk about it.
You know, you ask Wendy, where's the beef? And then she shows up with this. You know, that's the beef right there.
It's intense, isn't it? We still have the mounts and the sway bar end links on, and that bar, the STEEDA bar, is substantially heavier than the other. I mean, can you give them a finger demonstration? You think he can put that? Sounds horrible.
Yeah, okay.
Give them a finger demonstration.
See, this right here is my index finger next to the old sway bar, and then here's my index finger getting swallowed up by the new sway bar. So size comparison, yeah, you could say she's a lot thicker.
Like, I can index finger this, right? Let's see. Oh, I'm shaking. I don't know if you can see that on camera. It's heavy. Like, just look at the cardboard give under the weight of that. And then watch this. Get it untangled here. It's like a toy. So, we got a correction to make. Here, Seth modeled that. And then model this. Missing its bushing, apparently. Here, hold that. So, I said that these were polyurethane, the one with the CNC bushings. They're not. They're Delrin. And I'm going to show you real quick how you can tell. We'll pull the polyurethane out of the stamped steel one that comes with the sway bar. You mind flip that over, Seth, and we'll pull the bushing out the other one? This one. Alright. Walk over to the old Yaj over here. This is the poly unit. Listen. Soft. Sounds like the plastic your children's toys are made out of. Sway bar go nowhere. Poly. Delrin. Big difference. I didn't mess it up, I promise, Seth.
It's okay.
Anyways, so it's quite an impressive unit. We're gonna go ahead and put y'all back on time lapse, and we're gonna get this big, heavy, beefy thing stuck back up in there, and Seth is gonna caress his mullet for you one last time.
For sale.
For anyone who opted not to get sway bar mounts with their sway bar from STEEDA.
Very famous.
They've been on Murphy's Law Garage.
That's correct.
right, frankly, we aren't sure how well this part of the video is going to turn out, especially if Eve is going to go lick the camera. Hey, dog. But hopefully y'all can see what we're doing. All right. Ooh. 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 It's pretty.
Indeed.
I want to take some bolts out. There's no nuts in there. I really needed some nuts. No? Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm too excited.
Okay. Just felt like we really needed some nuts in this situation.
We got 4 of them.
All right, so we've got to lubricate the plastic bushings, the Delrin. You got the lube? Lube. We got 2 packets.
You never know.
Good, we can have good gratuitous use of lube. There's even channels cut in to the Delrin to hold the lube. You always need channels cut into your Delrin. I don't know if y'all can see that. To hold your lube. Makes it work better.
Now, what kind of lube are we using here?
This is actually produced by Energy. And I'm sure it's just a grease that is very neutral. Something that won't hurt the plastic. It doesn't look like a silicone grease. That might be. I'm not sure. I'm not a lube professional. Are you a lube professional?
Nah, I don't do lube.
Okay.
I usually go in dry.
Well, it gets squeaky if you go in dry. A little warm. Sometimes uncomfortable, you know? Anyways, we're well lubed. Used nearly all of that. I think we're just going to stick this side first.
Sure.
You want to lube the other side while I'm playing with this?
I can do that.
I'll say you lube it. You saw how I pump all the grooves full of it. Get all the lube in the grooves. This is designed to go in here very tight. They've got the Delrin cut in such a way that the mount has to squeeze it in. How's your lube coming, Seth?
Fantastic.
It's nice and lubricated.
It is quite moist.
I always love it when it's moist. I think we're gonna need a ball-headed Allen. Let's get this on. If you want to, let's see what size this is. This is an 8 mil. If you want to go ahead and start the one you can get to, I'm gonna go see if I can find a ball-headed 8 mil. There goes the cap.
Full-on mullet. And he takes off with the only Allen key. Thanks, JB. Never mind, found it. Oh yeah, I'm legally blind.
Well, no ball head. There might be one in there. Let's see if I can do it with this rocker socket. Super careful not to cross thread.
Cross thread's the best Loctite.
Mother Nature's Loctite. Did you manage to get yours to start?
Yeah.
This is very tight.
Well, you see, when somebody decides to cut the muffler off and put the damn clamp thing away,
Might need to back these clamps off. Carefuling. Carefuling. There it is. Little sucker.
OSHA approved. Dinner's ready.
Sucker.
That might do it.
Wow, yours is a lot tighter than mine. Click. 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 Click.
I think your dog's infatuated.
Exactly 50 foot-pounds. Oh, look at the love.
It's the mullet.
It's the mullet. All right. We get down on these end links. You want to put the exhaust clamps back? Y'all catching this? All right, shop dog. You're too cutie. Too cute.
She's just here for the moral support.
That's all right.
I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do it. And here we have the star of the show.
All right, dog cuddles. We'll get the dog cuddles in. Love. All right, Eva. Up. Sit.
Movie meet, lose your seat.
What I'm doing is straightening out the brake bracket, the brake line bracket, because it supports off the end of the sway bar here, right by the end link. It supports the brake line, and the bracket isn't quite in the right position. Help if I'd go the right way. Hey Seth, did you hear about the guy in a YouTube video who was taking his core support off of his old Dodge truck and spent a whole lot of time turning the bolt the wrong direction.
I think I watched that video.
Yeah, y'all should go watch that video. Click. Click. All right, y'all come check this out. Ooh, look how shiny. It's so beautiful. Isn't it so beautiful, Seth? Please pardon this short intermission while we go drive to Mexico. What is it, like 20 hours from here?
5 minutes?
20 hours. 20 hours and 5 minutes. It'll be a little while. We'll be back. Very long drive to Mexico here. As you can see, we're bumping down a gravel road. There aren't many paved roads in Mexico. But we're gonna go find one. I think if we drive down right here a bit, looks like I see one.
Is that a taco stand?
Yeah, look, there's tacos everywhere. Ooh, spicy. Road's not too rough. We're gonna turn around now that we found a nice smooth section of it. Make a very, very, very legal left-hand turn here.
Seems legal.
Let's shut the traction control off there, Seth.
Hold it down.
There it goes. See anything coming?
No. Best part about Mexico, there's no traffic.
Hardly any, anyways. Clean the tires up a bit. All right. Now that the tires are clean,
What'd you say? It was doing about 50?
I was just a hair shy. I want to tell you that. See, in Mexico, there's no speed limits. Ask. Maybe they just don't care as much. Tires are a lot warmer now. There's a tequila stand up here. So we're gonna drive up to the tequila stand, make another legal turn. And now that the tires are a bit warmer, we drove out the hole stuck, and then the car broke loose going for second. So we're gonna hope that now that the tires are warmer, that it might actually bite this time. Now I can tell you what, it's been a while since I've driven the car. Maybe Seth can tell me differently, but that acted differently just then, didn't it?
It seemed to hold straight going through second.
It even though it was spinning, it was really hard to tell it was spinning until the whole car started to slide because of the angle of the highway we're on right here.
Yep.
Just chirped second really hard. Of course, rolled into it that time. We're going to get up on the converter one last time, and then we'll do a cool down lap before we drive 19 hours back to Homa. I could make this thing go down the track straight as an arrow without spinning. So the tires just can't quite get there. They're trying the whole time. The car is pulling real hard, but it's also spinning the whole time it's pulling. We're gonna try one more time, Seth, except this time we're not gonna load the converter up at all. And I'm not gonna flat foot it, I'm just gonna roll the pedal down. Got car coming. Got an old Ford Ranger driving by right now. Give that Ranger a minute to get by. Look, the Ranger's gone now. Possibly may have gotten the tires wet. Not wet anymore. Ready? Well, she's getting up and going.
Straight too.
Very straight. Now, it feels real stiff, right? The car, even though it's IRS, is acting a lot more like a solid rear axle car. I'm really thinking we're probably gonna have to get a different tire on it. I believe at this point we're just punishing this tire. We're overpowering it. Too much of a street tire. We got the pressure turned down a good bit. We might actually try turning the pressure back up some and see if it acts better. But hey, look, we found this gravel road here back in Mexico. So let us drive the 19 hours back home, and we'll see you then. All right, well, we're back from Mexico. It was a long ride. Car is running great. Probably gonna look into some better tires for it. Probably gonna need to step up some drag radials, eh? Maybe 10, 11 inches wide. Something a little stickier because we are overpowering these Nittos. But there she is, all pretty right there. But Seth and I, now we need to move on to doing foolish things to a Ram 2500 and a 12 valve. Hey, random Nissan. All right, so, well, Eva, great, thanks. Nissan interrupts, now you do. Take 3. Anyways, like we said, fat tires, sticky tires, brake axles, drive shafts, all that fun stuff. Come visit us on Facebook at Murphy's Law Garage YouTube. Also the channel, Murphy's Law Garage on YouTube. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications, and follow us along on our journey to fixing more cars. Peace!